Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back on our pay to win account and we are looking at the brand new meta formation when it comes to the Twisted Essence bosses. So of course it hinges on Saurus. Saurus is really key when it comes to the bosses because of his signature item and the plus 30. When the ability Tenacity can no longer be stacked any further, Saurus's allies will recover 150% worth of his attack rating as health every time the ability War Strike and Burst Strike are used without interruption. So when he gets his 5 stacks, he will actually stack this very, very fast. That is only extrapolated by the twins. So of course, that is the heal that you're going to rely on with the build. Best for him is of course the Chaos Bringer. This is unanimously the artifact that you do want to use on Saurus when you have him and the warrior classes in general. Second hero we're going to look at, of course, are the twins, maximizing damage, not only with their ability, signature item allows their survivability. This is the reason I always say build Saurus, build the twins, two of the first heroes that you want. But of course, Hope is the main ability. You want the haste for 10 seconds. Focusing on this, of course, with the call as well. Still the best artifact for energy users. Tidebearer is good if you're stacking multiple instances or multiple essences of the Tidebearer. Very, very strong. But if you're just running one, of course, you want the twin with the calls. Third hero is, of course, the super RNG Grez. So Grez is going to be our third hero, equipped with, of course, haste. The main point of him is getting up his skeletal minions. Skeletal minions with his 9 of 9 furniture, he will shield them. But with the skeletal minions, big combination is Saurus with Grez. Saurus will heal Grez's minions. You can stack them if you're got a battle for 1:30. It will actually stack the minions that he has. So Grez will be the other hero that we're looking at. Make sure we go ahead and gear him out here to use him in the campaign. Other one, of course, is Warwick. Really, really big thing with Warwick. Throw in the eye on Warwick because, again, we want to make sure the haste. The big thing with Warwick is, of course, the Bone Breaker ability. Thrown enemies receive 80% more damage for 10 seconds. Cycling through very, very fast with the twins, which actually for this, just thought about it, he is a warrior. So let's keep that on him. Let's keep the haste on him. Even though the Chaos Bringer might bring a little more damage, Warwick is not there for damage. We are not bringing him for damage. We are bringing Saurus for damage. We are bringing Grez for damage. So those are the two that we're going to focus on. Big change with this is, of course, bringing Mortas. Mortas, we are going to run the Tidebearer on Mortas because remember, we want the full effect of the call. That is on the twins. So Mortas is going to get his energy regen out of the Tidebearer artifact. Unfortunately, at this point, I only have Mortas at Elite Plus, so he does die very, very quickly. But big shout out to the guild. Matos borrowed me a Mortas, which is completely maxed out. Very, very cool. I cannot wait to see exactly how well he does in this formation with the Twisted Essence bosses. So today we're looking at the Dark Arden. We have 5 of 5 available. I did try it once, only got to gold 3. This is the formation. Looking here, so Saurus, again, with the Chaos Bringer. We want Grez, maximizing skeletons with Dura's Eye. Haste, giving him more energy, more summons. Warwick with Eye, same exact reason. We want more haste, more bone breakers. Tidebearer, we don't want to get that 15% reduction by putting the call on him. So this is what he is going to be using. And we're going to drop, actually, we're going to drop mine out. I'm going to put Matzo's in. And of course, we have the twins, which is our final hero with the call. Let's see the damage. Now, one thing about this formation is Grez. We know he is getting reworked in 1.54. So this is going to be an old Grez. And that's why I really do want to run this right now. Big thing with Mortas, which you'll see here in a minute. 2 buffs. So he has his greed ability on 2 different targets. Here comes the third one. Boom. Warwick gets the greed ability as well. 4. Boom. There goes the twins, meaning Mortas will not cast anymore. But if you've seen right there was a cast. Let's slow it down, guys. Because Mortas, once he buffs 4 heroes, he does not buff himself. but he will continue to buff in here. because look, boom, he is buffing minions. If you can keep those heroes or those minions up, if Saurus can keep them alive, every time that Mortas in this battle is buffing skeletal warriors in the back, if I had Grez maxed out, the shields would be absolutely crazy. This one is super, super RNG. As you can see how fast we burn out our team. Warwick needs to be a little stronger, Grez a little stronger. This is what players have said so much. So 3.68 billion damage there, 700 million from Grez. So the problem with the formation, and this is the reason why they nerfed Grez. This is the exact reason. There is a ton of RNG when it comes to Grez. Because right now, remember, we don't have the new Grez, the 1.54 Grez. Grez right now, depending on when he steals attack power, will give more attack power or give less attack power, which is the reason Lilith decided to go ahead and normalize Grez's abilities, because you can actually range, which we'll look for in a minute. But look how fast the stacks are going up here. So 53, even looking here at the Enrage, just absolutely crazy with the minions up in the back. I'm really hoping that Grez still has a lot of usefulness. Looks like Mortas went down there, which unfortunately he's not going to be buffing any of our skeletons any longer, but it puts out so much damage so fast. So there we did I believe 6 billion on that one. All right, so we got 2 more attempts here. Boom, we're buffing up. It looks like we buffed Saurus first. There's a buff on Grez. Third one, I think it went on Twins. I think the Twins were ulting when it happened. Fourth one goes on Warwick. And now we start on the minions. So we start buffing up the minions with the Greed ability. And the Twins is just absolutely supercharging this team comp, allowing them to really, really maximize damage here. And remember, I don't have Saurus with furniture. Warwick dying early there did not help at all. I don't have furniture on Grez either. So it looks like we're going to get some pretty cheesed attempts out of this one, putting up 6 billion damage there. So we have 1 or 2 more attempts. Again, I want to see exactly how the RNG works. And again, this is the big reason why Lilith has chosen to rework or change Grez's ability. Because essentially your minions are overrunning the boss. But if you've noticed too, is the minions are taking all of the brunt of the abilities that Dark Arden is using. So they're taking the lightning bolts in the back. Again, it is highly RNG, not only for that fact, but also for the fact if lightning hits our heroes, usually at this point they die, and they die very, very quickly. Already at 160 stacks there. Buffing a lot of skeletons. It looks like we just lost some skeletons in the back. So 9 billion, 10, 11, just lost the Twins there. So almost 12 billion there in our final attack. Hoping again some RNG. Looks like we lost a lot of Warwick there. Saurus has got the heals up going. As long as Saurus doesn't get stunned, he keeps up those stacks and keeps up the heals. You'll see when he hits 5 stacks and the heals just start to stack up right in this very, very back area. Minions attacking super, super quick. If I had the shields on the minions from Grez's 9 of 9, every shield that goes down, so when the shields actually drop on the minions, it does damage as well, which is a very, very powerful effect. But I think it's just crazy how fast the Enraged stacks climb here. Right there's 4 billion. We're at 117, 25, 33. Boom, 40, 50, 60, 70. The Enraged stacks on there just absolutely crazy, crazy high. All right, so let's look over the last couple attempts. So the total that we did, 10 billion. 11, as you can see, the RNG 665. We did 10, 562. This one we did 15. This one we did 15 billion, and this was actually before I borrowed Matzo's Mortas. So we need to build our own Mortas there. But again, the RNG looking through here from 8,593 for 15.2. This one was actually, I think, died pretty early on there. But so essentially, if you look here between 15 attacks on this boss with the identical formation due to the randomness of Grez, we go from 2.8 million all the way to 15.7, or excuse me, 2.8 billion all the way to 15.7 billion damage. So I'm really hoping with Grez and him being reworked, they're going to change this randomness. I just don't know if it's going to be for the better or for the worse. Even looking at the leaderboard, it seems like here they're still running Rowan. Rowan with Grez does have furniture maxed out. I want to see if anyone else is running the Mortis comp right now. It looks like most of them are still Rowan that I'm seeing in the top. I guess I had also heard that they reset some of the Twisted Realm floors, but that I have yet to see. Actually, let's look back at this. So let's go, and I'm just interested on this for curiosity because we've always run with Rowan in this team comp. So let's go ahead and we'll drop Rowan in here. Let's get him a little bit of gear. Who do we got? I think it's on Belinda. We'll grab him a little bit of gear. We'll throw the Tide Caller on him again because we don't want to nerf the twins. Let's see, because I'm wondering if this is going to help. Our best hit right now is 15. We'll spend our 50 diamonds. We'll drop out Mortis. We will drop in Rowan since that seems to be the team comp. Let's see. I really want to see, really want to test this one out. Because it seems that Mortis buffing the skeletons is very strong. But I'm just wondering if making the twins ult faster will allow the skeletons to essentially do more damage, especially with the bone breaker that Warwick's bringing, and also Rowan with the potions. Doesn't look like anyone right now is drinking the potions now. We got the early energy potion. But look at the heals that is coming out of here. Saurus, an absolute monster when it comes to heals. Seems like here we're not anywhere near the stacks that we had last time. We're only at 4 billion damage here. So 4.5, again, remember, this is pretty random. 106 million damage healed. 3.4 billion damage done. If the stuns do happen to land on Saurus, the little lightning bolts, it can affect it, adding another kind of level of RNG with Grez, but I'm really hoping that we can see the difference. Right now, it doesn't seem like it's climbing. It doesn't seem like it's climbing anywhere near as fast with the Mortis combo that we've seen. I don't think with my team comp specifically, that I'll be able to pull 15, what was it, 15.7? I think 15.7 billion damage. We made it to gold 3, which was the random. Completely random as we continue to build here. Yeah, the stacks are not anywhere near what the other stacks are. I mean, we're 45 seconds in, 1.3 billion, 1.4. It seems like Mortis is going to be a game changer for a lot of these. That greed ability just seems like it's going to be able to put out a ton more damage in such a very short amount of time. We're at 100 stacks, 4 billion, but again, nowhere close to 15. We'll do one more like this. We'll do one final one with Mortis. And remember, guys, when you merc a hero, the merked hero is never as strong as your hero. It does kind of downgrade the gear a little. It doesn't give it the factions. I believe the Matzo one that I borrowed is, for my downgrade, it's all tier 1. I knew we do have a plus 40 signature item, but it is lower tier gear as well as non-faction gear. So it makes a very, very big difference when you're getting that 30% boost on gear, especially when it comes to the tier 2 gear. So here we're at 4 billion. Again, not even going to be remotely close to the same level that we are with Mortas. So 7.1 billion. Let's do our final attack here, and this will do it with Mortas. Let's drop Mortas back in here. Let's watch the stacks here. So there's the first buff. I think it went on Grez that time. Grez gets a couple minions up. Second one went on Saurus. Got the twins, and I believe last one's going to be Warwick. Boom, their Warwick is up. So there's 1 billion. And still 45 seconds left. We almost lost Grez on that one. That was really, really close. Yeah, seems like this is going to be a bad attempt as well. Maybe because there's 4. Looks like with Rowan, we're averaging about 6. There's 5. And it climbs so fast. Even there are 8.5. So Mortas definitely doing a significantly more damage overall. But even consistently, I mean 4, 4. So where we were at with Mortas, we were running about 10, 10, 11, 10 there. 15.7 big, which it's funny because doing the 2.8, 15.7 and 4.3, all 3 of them exactly the exact same team comp, just run over and over and over, with the variation of using Mortas and using my own Mortas because I can put tier 2 gear on him, or again using him as a merc. He has tier 2 gear, but none of it is faction specific. So definitely does make a little bit of a difference, guys. But let me know what you guys think. So that is the new comp. As you can see, we range from 2.8 billion to 15.7 billion, depending on the RNG. Seems like that is going to be the new meta. That's going to replace Rowan with Mortas and then running that way with it overall. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.